Hi, my name is Vina. Uh, I'm a new mom. My baby is 6 weeks old today. Today is October 17, 2018. I haven't been back to YouTube for a long while, but I want to make this video for all you out there. Um, so you just have someone to reach out to. You have question, you want to share your experience, you can always message me. I would be more than happy to answer you regarding my experience regarding clogged milk ducts. So I have very bad breast engorgement for the last few days. So what happened is that when my baby was first born, I start using the pump, and I go exclusively pumping because that worked for me. Latching didn't work. It was too painful, and I only used the pump. So I start with every 2 hours, and then after that I got comfortable. I didn't want to be um, spending too much time on pumping, and every 2 hours is a lot of work. So I go for 3 hours, I go for 4 hours, and that worked after about 4 weeks. But then what happened is that last weekend I had a friend come and visit me, so we went out to have dinner, and before I know it, my pumping section were 6 hours apart, and I slept that night, and then in the morning when I woke up, I ended up having one side of my breast very engorged. It was extremely painful. Um, and then that same day, the breast become like a rock. It was very hard to touch, very painful. Um, and I was very scared. So I looked up online, and all other moms out there have the remedies how to treat the breast engorgement, and I tried it all. I even Google how to treat clogged milk ducts. So I did the hot shower right before pumping. I use heat pad because apparently so breast milk is very fatty, and using heat pad supposed to melt it. I use electrical portable toothbrush, and I roll it. Also massaging. I try hand expression, which is try to milk your breast milk out by hand, and it didn't solve the problem completely. So I had the breast engorgement on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday were the worst 2 days that I have the most painful pain ever in my life. Very excruciating that I almost want to give up breastfeeding. And then Monday it come out, it has gone down a little bit, but it's still painful. And then it came back, so I didn't know what to do. And then today, Thursday, so it had been 4 or 5 days that it hasn't clear out the problem completely. So finally I reached out to a lactation specialist from the hospital that I deliver my baby, and so I'm trying the new method now. So basically starting today, according to her advice, the lactation specialist said, so what we should do is come back to pumping every 2 hours consistently. So especially having about 10 pumping section in 24 hours, and use cold compress in between, not heat but cold compress. So basically pump for 20 to 30 minutes, and I do 30 minutes. So I use the hospital rate pumping the medulla, and after the 30 minutes I would use a bag of ice, and I put it on the breast that has the problem. I move it around a little bit, make sure it cover all of the area that you feel very lumpy, and then I only do that for 10 minutes, then start, put it away, and in 2 hours pump again. So I only do that for 2 times now, and I will continue do it for the next 24 hours, and probably for the next few days until you know, the problem gonna go away, and then I can make another video to update with you guys. Right now, before I talk to the lactation specialist, I had been pumping, and so on the press that doesn't have the problem is completely normal, producing a lot of milk. I can get about 4 hours to 6 hour milk on each pumping, but on the press that has been engorged, you know, clogged up, and I try and I try a lot, so it still produce milk, but about only 50% or even less. So each section I could get only maybe less than 2 hours or about 2 hours of milk on, you know, affected breast. So we're gonna see if, you know, keep pumping on the 2 hours and cold compress gonna help. But that is the professional advice that I got from the lactation specialist, because, you know, finally, you know, following all of the home remedies that other mom has suggested, and, you know, watching other people video on YouTube, and I feel like I'm still retaining milk. Like I still hold some milk on my affected breast, and that doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right and very good, because my breast still feel very lumpy. It's painful, and, you know, it doesn't feel completely relief after each pumping. So hopefully the new method, the method that I learned from my specialist would help. And I'll see you guys later.